Boom, and in today's vlog, we dress like Gopniks. Ooh, look at that. Oh, you see the swag.
Matchy.
Coming up next. I think today we have experienced a miracle. If you see this right here, we are actually inside of our home, garage, or garage, or however you like to pronounce it, with the tent
In the box.
on
fits.
18-inch wheels in our Land Cruiser, static suspension. Wow.
Very
We did not
impressive.
think this was going to fit at all. Now, if you look over here at the other Hundo with the roof nest on top of it, you can see we have plenty of room, and that's one of the things that we actually really loved about this roof nest tent. But with the Smittybilt, you always got to be like, I hope and pray that this thing is going to fit. And if it fits in the box, then it should for sure fit once we have it attached to the
The
roof
hope
rack.
is there.
Yeah, so we should have a decent amount of space and probably not have very much worry about getting in and out of the garage when we're at home. So now what we got to do is we got to get that tent down on the ground so we can put it together and put it back up there. So Brother Mitch right here is going to help me get this this tent off the top of the LC, and yeah, we should get things cooking hopefully
Get things
tomorrow.
cooking.
Yes, with sauce.
With
Too much sauce.
hot sauce. Too much hot.
All right, team. So the first thing we had to do was figure out what side was the top and what side is the bottom. And the way that we did that was by the stickers. You'll see the stickers on the bottom side that follow along where the rails should be to attach this to your roof of your car. And that's what side the bottom is. The clean side with no drill holes in it is the top. And then that side right there, if I pull the camera with me, let's go on a tour. This is where your ladder is going to attach. You see those two stickers are covering up the little shaving part? So that's how you know that this is the top part that's going to open up and fold that way, and the ladder's going to come off. And the other side is the bottom.
Also, I don't know if they pack them each single one the same way, but literally we took the top off, which is the top of the box, and that's how it was.
Yes.
So your top is on the
top.
top.
Yep. All right, so we've learned that. Moving on. All right, so here's the ladder. Here's the foot bag, shoe bag.
Shoe bag. So
Nice.
here's that.
Put that to the side
This is
for now.
things in the hardware, I think. These are the things for the windows. There's our ladder. These are the reinforcement holes,
Yeah.
and these are the brackets right here.
Try to do this
And of course, this heavy cover
and the cover.
that I hate. Yeah, but now this one you should be able to, you can keep it attached because I think it zips up. We'll test it out, but all the videos showed zip up, so you don't have to take it all the way off.
Just got through climbing around inside the tent. Initial impressions are, wow, it feels good to be back in the Smittybilt. I don't know if I'm gonna feel the same when I gotta, pull up stakes and put all the other stuff away, but God, just the interior volume, it's great. So now we gotta just close it back down, attach the rails to that side, and lift it up and put it on the truck. Now we're looking at the bottom side of the tent. How do we know it's the bottom side of the tent? Because you can see the little stickers where they drilled the holes. Those holes are where your rails supposedly should attach. Hopefully we don't have any issues doing this step. Hardware is here. All right, what do we have? We got these little bits right here. If you're not familiar with RTTs, pretty much every RTT has this. And they pretty much slide into your rail.
There you go.
And then what happens is, then you take these right here, right?
Are you gonna love these?
Oh man, so much fun.
That's one improvement that they should have done. They should have done like some kind of easier, fast release something.
So imagine this, if you will. This slides in this channel. You're gonna already have to have your screw through this like this. and you're gonna slide it into the channel like so. Then this part right here is going to, well, this is gonna move like that. You're gonna have another screw going through here. You're gonna have a rail or a rod going like this, and then you're just gonna go ahead and pop that on like that, pop that on, put your washer, and then your screw, and then tighten everything down, and you're good to go. Now, there are some things that you might want to consider when doing this is the space between the actual roof of your car, which let's say this is the roof of the car right here, and your actual tent screws, because when you get on top of the roof, sometimes it might, you know, squash it down a bit, and you can actually, like, you know, dent the top of your roof with these. So the shorter screw that you can use is the better screw, because there's less screwing around that you have to do, and yeah, there's less chance that you can damage your roof with screws that are too long. So
also, I would suggest to have, instead of this, to have an actual ratchet, because this is very uncomfortable. The position when you have that roof RTT on top of your roof, right? And then you don't have that much room to slide your hand in to comfortably kind of actually tighten these screws. Ratchets are your best friend at that point. This is the way to go.
Yeah, if you've seen any of our vlogs, you know that we've taken a lot of roof tents on and off of cars over the last few years, and we found that using ratcheting in spanners or ratchets, or whatever you want to call this, is the way to go, especially if you like take two of them together and gives you a little bit more length, and then you can get in there without putting your hand all in there.
Because this is going to take a long time.
A long time. So let's move on. All right, so after looking at the hardware and trying to figure out exactly what we need to do here, we figured out that one of the first things you're going to do is take this screw right here. You're going to have 6 of these screws right here that are going to go in each one of these holes in the rails. Now, at first glance, these screws are going to look too long, but when you look at it with the side profile of the tent, if you can see that, this is just perfectly enough length to fit on here.
Also, if you stick your hand in there, each hole that you have sticker on outside also has a sticker on the inside because the hole's all the way through.
So we're gonna do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Alright, so Sister Cat is using the provided hardware and a ratcheting 10mm spanner or wrench or whatever you want to call it, this right here, to attach the rails to the bottom of the actual tent. Now we got to do the same thing again with our 10mm ratcheting wrench over here. Problem is that the holes, whatever template they use to put the holes in the bottom of the tent, didn't really line up properly, so we're gonna have to re-drill this side, unfortunately. All right, teens, so this is what we decided. Our holes were not aligned, but instead of making 2 holes down here, we decided it would be easier if we just made this hole right here a little bit oblong. So we're gonna just drill it out a little bit more so that it fits straight through here. So here's our plan. We're opening up the tent. You can see right there where the tape is. And that's the hole that is the culprit. We're gonna have to attach this whole side while it's up like this because of the way that it's designed. You can't get in through the bottom like we did on that one. All right, so here comes the drilling part. All right, I'm using a 1/4" drill bit on my little trusty DeWalt.
All we're doing is just watching him drill that hole just a little bit bigger so we can align the rail with all 3 holes since they couldn't measure it out properly for us.
Hopefully that should work.
So that's it. I guess now let's see if we can attach it.
Okay, we're gonna show you up close how this works. So
you have to go all the way to the center
yes,
piece, and then you just put your screw in, but you have to make sure you put it in the right way too. So you know your flat side has to go against your little bump is on the outside. You just put it in. Because I have long nails, it's helpful to just push it in.
There you go. Line it up with the hole.
Left hand, that's why.
All right, so you can probably see better now what's going on. And you gotta do this 6 times. All right, the hardest part is over, attaching the rails. Now all we gotta do is close the tent back up, cinch it down, and yeah, go ahead and mount it to the top of the truck, and then we can actually attach the ladder. All right, we made it to the hardest and most annoying part of this entire job, which is detaching one tent and reattaching the other tent, because there's not very much room to work with. In between the roof of the car and the bottom of the tent, it's very hard to do, so we like using these ratcheting spanners. And the first night that we ever attached a tent to a car was in pitch black in the middle of the country with some janky tools, and it was very, very difficult.
We used, what is it called again?
Channel locks.
Channel locks in the middle of nowhere in the pure dark.
Definitely get you a set of these if you're an RTT person. So I have found that doing something similar to this makes it very, not very easy, but easier to remove an RTT from the top of a car, because it gives you that extra leverage that you need to get up in here and pull these screws loose. So what I do is, especially like in this situation right here, let's say I didn't have a sunroof right here, right? So I take this, I take my hand, and I use my hand to keep the wrench to guide it, and then I use my extension. Go ahead and wrench it off instead of having to try to reach my hand up in here like I used to do before. That should be more than enough. And now the tent is free.
All right, so that one is unscrewed, and Brother Mitch is helping holding on to it so it doesn't slide. Not that I think it will slide. The thing is heavy, but we're just pulling it out so we can take it off and put the new one on.
Oh man, last time that the roof nest is gonna be on top of the hundo.
All right, so now they're about to take this thing off. This is pretty heavy.
She's very heavy.
It does say that it's supposed to be 165 pounds, but they figure out the best the best way to do it. Mitch made it look like it's just, oh, no biggie. There you go. It's a uniform?
Uniform.
Yes, the uniform.
Uniform.
Tent installation uniform.
Tent installation rigs.
There we go.
Oh, man. All right, now this one is going up.
This one is about 1,000 pounds.
So this one is supposed to be 139 pounds total, and it definitely feels much lighter because I can't pick this other one on. Yeah, I think it was definitely a good idea to have it on the outside than on the inside because it went high. There it is. Now we have to figure out the screw situation. Okay.
All right, y'all. Roof nest is now sitting against the wall. Now we got to open this one up, and we have to attach the ladder.
Everything is untied. Now they're gonna push it down so we can open it up all the way. All right, try number 2. There it is.
All right, that's a tent.
Sorry, you guys. These angles are tight. But anyway, so this is it.
Now we got to attach the ladder.
Ladder it is. All right, so this is kind of the same concept. There was these stickers over here. They were covering drilled holes. 1 and then 2.
Same thing on the inside, and the stickers are falling apart.
The stickers on the inside too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all cover holes.
All right, ladder screws are now installed. As you can see them right there. They come out the bottom right there. And now all I gotta do is attach this part right here to the bottom.
We is good.
All right, we're running down to the wire. All I gotta do is attach the ladder now, and then it'll be done. Done-ish.
Ish.
All right,
is
home
something-
stretch. Trying to beat the wood
saw
solid,
this
but I
trick.
guess I can go up here and show y'all real quick
On the Facebook. For some reason it doesn't.
what it looked like inside of our new Smittybilt. Ooh, look at that. 2 sunroofs, all the space in the world. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to show you this part, how to put this cover on next time when we actually go camping tomorrow. But they came out pretty good. So the massive improvement of Gen 2 also was they have actual zipper over here instead of the Velcro. Looks really nice.
Nice. Now I gotta go to work.